It took us some time to realize actually what culture can do in a society, what it can do for the economy, what it can do for the people involved, and what it can do at the level of international relations. I believe there is a specific contribution that culture can make improving international relations. And it took us some time also to realize what could be the role of the European Union in all this, because of course culture is a competence of the member states, and they're rightly proud of their culture, and they have their own means of promoting it abroad. We have seen that the European Union can be very useful in providing a platform for exchanges, a platform for cooperation, a platform for helping cultural operators and artists to come together and do something new together. In effect, this is also a proposal that we put forward in our joint communication on international cultural relations, the joint communication of the Commission and the High Representative. There was a very good reception in the Parliament. The Parliament took up this idea and they put it in as a budgetary remark in the budget of the European Union. It was also accepted by the Member States and the Council. So it's a case of several people contributing to the implementation of this idea. But we are certainly very grateful to the Parliament for their help. Well, it certainly wasn't something that was imposed by the Commission on anybody else. I mean, the fact that it comes from the Parliament, you're right, give it some legitimacy. The fact that it was also approved by the Member States in the Council shows that it has the backing of the Member States, and the Commission and the EIS are more than happy to implement it. Well, EUNIC is absolutely the natural partner for this project. We have been working with EUNIC for quite some time within Europe and as a network. And we are very well aware of all the potential that this network has. And of course, as I said, culture is a competence of the Member States. So the first interlocutor for us is the organization of the National Cultural Institutes. This is a preparatory action. So the sense of a preparatory action is to prepare the ground for further proposals. It shouldn't stop there. In our view, this model of cooperation, models, actually, let me use the plural, the models of cooperation that will be identified through this project could serve as a basis for the implementation of the next Creative Europe program. As you know, the Creative Europe program will, as of 2021, if there's agreement between the legislators, could have an international dimension. And again, we think that EUNIC and the National Cultural Institutes are best placed to be our partners in this venture. That's a difficult question because I'm really open and I expect to be surprised by the amount of things that can be done, and also by the fact that undoubtedly there are several models. I mean, one thing is what they do in Washington, which is really, really good. Another thing is what can be done in Moscow, completely different what you can do in Senegal, in Egypt. But the key thing for me is that there should really be close cooperation, a strategic level to begin with, between the cultural institutes, the EU delegation, the embassies, and the local stakeholders. We should be associated as much as possible. That was the original idea, of course. How this gives you the idea of something that exists, something solid, something on which you can rely, something that gives you a roof. I think it's a very catchy title, and why not? I mean, it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor that has some history, no? It's a common house. Europe is our common house, and our idea of cultural policy is to create a space for cooperation. So this is a space that will become a house where everybody is welcome. So it's an aptly chosen term.